Hi, let's do a what does a collective need to know reading. And first things first, what I'm sensing is a lot of you are being severely critical about your physical appearance, about wanting to change something about your physical appearance, and I would advise strongly against it. Please wait at least 3 to 4 weeks before you make a final decision in that regard. Yeah, don't go for something drastic. Don't go for a completely different hair color or hairstyle. We literally got the Three of Wands and Three of Pentacles together. If that isn't a confirmation, give it at least 3 weeks or 3 months before you finally decide to do something drastic to your appearance. Now let's focus on the rest of the messages. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do the Celtic cross and just see what is what, and then we're gonna also pull out some oracle cards. I'm also sensing this urgency of wanting to do something, just an urgency in general, like there's a sense of, can I get rid of this, can I get this done, I can't get this done quickly enough, I can't get this done fast enough, I want to get this done fast enough, kind of a vibe. Your current situation, we've got the Devil crossed by the Fool, giving into your guilty pressures, giving into your narcissistic tendencies. Again, being a narcissist, different. Giving into those tendencies, very different. So listen carefully. In the past, we've got the World. In your hidden energies, we've got the Empress. What you can expect, Knight of Pentacles. Next move being the Ace of Cups. How do you see yourself? Eight of Wands. Environment, Knight of Cups. Hopes and fears, Knight of Wands. The outcome being Page of Swords. Overall energy being Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Something major happened. Something that was a cycle that ended and which has pushed you into giving into your the tendencies that we just talked about. Some of you are quite literally giving into the smoking, drinking, substance abuse kind of an energy is also what I'm getting here. And you are taking your eye off the prize. You're taking your eyes off what is really important. You're taking your eye off what this experience is and was or has been trying to teach you up until this moment, because there is so much abundance in your life, there is so much abundance that wants to come through. But if you are choosing to stay stuck in the headspace or in the mentality which makes you experience a temporary state of ecstasy or temporary state of happiness, then there is no way you are even leaving any room for you to identify that what this current situation is trying to teach you. Which is why what you can expect is Knight of Pentacles. That is a very slow moving energy in regards to your growth, in terms of your career, in terms of your money. Okay, for some this is very specific, but some of you, your mother is struggling, your mother is experiencing something, and that is also impacting you, which has led you into resorting to the narcissistic ways of treating other women terribly and or abusing yourself, be it emotionally or through substances. That was very specific and extremely disturbing. And if that your next move being the Ace of Cups, shutting down or suppressing or repressing whatever you're doing right now, your emotions is not the path, is not the way to go about this right now. It's not the emotionally mature thing to do, it's not the emotionally responsible thing to do. And what the universe is asking of you right now is to respond differently. Right now you're functioning out of a react mentality, that you're reacting to what is happening to you, you're reacting to what you're struggling with, but you're not choosing to respond, you're not choosing to take this as an opportunity to awaken to your highest potential. You see yourself as the Eight of Wands and your environment is the Knight of Cups. There is constant overflow of information, there is a constant overflow of physically demanding things that are occurring around you. It's almost as if you wake up and you're go, go, go. It's almost as if you wake up and there are five things lined up for you, where someone is telling you that this needs to be done, this needs to be done, this needs to be done. If someone is not, you have this list in your head where you wake up and you're like, tuck, 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 like, I need to check off these things, so and so things from my list. There is so much of an go, go, go energy that there are also people around you that are emotionally dumping on you, or you are the one who is that confidant for someone or that person that they trust, but you do not have that someone in your life right now. There is nobody for you, there is nobody there for you where you can talk about your things, and everyone is coming and using you as a dumping ground, but you are internalizing that, you are not transmuting that energy into something, or you are not even being vocal about it, or letting it out somewhere. So whatever you are absorbing, there is no transmutation of energy, there is just holding it, suppressing it, or repressing it, and then that energy is making you turn into the ways that we talked about in the beginning of this reading, that you are using some kind of an form of abuse for yourself, which makes you feel that you are a responsible adult, or you are doing something right by drinking your sorry you're doing something right by drinking your feelings away, or smoking your feelings away, or for some of you even fucking your feelings away. From what I can recall, I have never in the history of my readings used that word on my channel. Been very careful about it, but today it just some of you are definitely doing that, and that is not even the last thing that you should be doing. Your hope and fear, Knight of Wands, your worst nightmare coming true. You are becoming somebody, you're becoming into a version of yourself that you're becoming a version of yourself, like a person that hurt you, you're becoming that person, if that makes sense. That's a very, very specific message for somebody, but yeah, you're becoming someone you swore you would never become, or you swore you would never want to become, or you swore you would die before you became that version, like that level of right now there is heavy need for introspection, there is a heavy need for going into a meditative state, there is a heavy need for going within, there is a heavy need to sit with yourself instead of going around and numbing your pain with the methods that we just talked about. The outcome being the Page of Swords. There is a need to look at things from a different perspective, and that can only happen when you gather yourself up, pick yourself back up, and kind of go into a state where you are choosing accountability, self-awareness, presence, and mindfulness about your scenario, and not choosing the things that are clearly a detriment to your soul and your soul's journey. Let's see the oracle. Okay, for some of you, summer would be significant, which, if you listen to this reading right after I posted, summer has begun where we already are. So yeah, current timing is significant. And we've got disharmony, which says triggers conflict, competition, arguments, harsh communication. So there is clearly verbal disconnect happening with whoever you are around, and you have until autumn, which is when, right from now until autumn, to choose the path that puts you back in alignment with yourself rather than taking you away from it. And also we've got until death tear us apart. So we've got restrictions, adversity, learning karmic lessons, and maturity. The planet Saturn is playing a big role in currently teaching you about what's happening. So Saturn is the karmic lord. Saturn quite literally gives you or puts you in scenarios like this only to see how you respond, only to see the choice you make, only to see whether you are committed or whether you are really whether you're really committed to your soul's growth, committed to the journey, committed to certain kind of a decision that you have made. And do you fall back into your old ways or fall back into detrimental ways of life? So yeah, okay, I'll do one last card. That's two, but okay. We've got toxicity. What did we just talk about? Addictions, patterns, trauma bond, stuck. And we've got fears, illusions, limitations, anxiety, comfort zone, overthinking, negative outlook. What did we just talk about? We literally just talked about all of this. You're being given a choice. You're being given a choice. If you have made it this far in this reading, you still have a choice to turn it around. It's up to you. What do you choose? Okay. I want to keep talking. I feel like there's so much more that wants to come through, but it's already a longer reading, so I'm not. This much messages should be enough to put you back on the right track. So yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you took something out of this reading. Take care.